Good evening, all the masters, my dear friends and gods. Before commencing the session, I would like to say pranamas to our Guruji Rangnath sir, to our Grandmaster Patriji sir, and to Great Grandmaster Mahavatar Babaji. Today, Mahavatar Foundation along with Mahavatar TV welcomes you all for the free holistic wellness program, batch 16, day 8. So today's topic is about understanding about Arishad Vargas by Dr. Rangnath sir. So over to you, sir. You can take over.
Thank you, ma'am. Dhanyavad. So, my dear friends, we were discussing about increasing the time in the meditation. So, why yogis are in the continuous meditation for years together? What exactly is happening inside? Because the outer world is limited, the inner world is so vast, unlimited. So, since the inner world is very, very vast, infinite in the nature, you need much more time than being in the wakeful condition. You don't need to be in the wakeful condition more time also. Whenever you have no work, whenever you don't have anything to do, just sit and close the eyes. That's better. So that you can go inside and, you get lot of wisdom, and you also have lot of this vast world. Inner world is vast world. It's like all the spirit worlds are inner worlds. Okay. So you can go on, do whatever you wanted, right? You can reach to any spirit world, any master, anything, and you have much more because that's your home. That's your home. This just you came to the picnic place, no outer world. So you are, as long as you are in the physical body, you are here. Otherwise, you don't have any connection. You don't have any connection the moment you just leave this physical body. That is why this outer world is a very, very finite world and limited world where nothing much is there. Nothing much is there. Okay. So that's why, of course, you can enjoy the nature. Especially here, we came here to just enjoy the nature, like the wonderful and beautiful nature. You can see surroundings, right? So all this, the plants, animals, and whatnot, and sky, stars, all this. It's a wonderful, beautiful nature, right? If you go to the forest, you go to a garden. So this all like it's like a totally a beautiful nature to just enjoy that we came here. Okay. And just of course to in order to learn something new, because so being in this nature, all the human beings are we're all living here. Everyone will have their special skills, special skills, and their own the inner potential. All that by from one to other we learn a lot of things. For that also learning purpose also we come, enjoying the nature, enjoying the worldliness here, what is going on here. And of course, when you are growing, right, your soul evolution has to happen. Everything you will learn with a hardness. Okay. So the lot of things will be so hard here on the Earth planet. It's not easy, right? Even then, you will undergo all these things because as it is so hard, your learning is also so hard. Like that means your learning is also so great. We don't need to worry about that. Maybe that moment it looks very hard for you, but the learning what it comes out of you, it is going to elevate your soul consciousness all the time, every time. Okay. So that's why, so never bother what problems comes, what type of difficulties comes, what kind of people comes across, we come across, right? Many people we get diseases also. In fact, diseases will come. Why the disease come? Because you have some papa karma, right? Some kind of a bad karmas you have done. So that will be exhausted now. The karma came in the form of the disease, right? Purva janma krutam papam vyadhi rupena pidhyate. So the karma came, the papa karma came in the form of disease. Let it go. Let this physical body experience that also, right? Enjoy it. Enjoy it means like, so of course pain will be there, though there is a pain, but we don't need to much identified with it. Yes, the body is undergoing. You are different, right? You are different. The body is different. Body is there. So you are living in that. Okay. And there is a mind in between, right? The mind experiences the pain. Body, whatever the pain it is, where do we come to know? We come to know in the mind, the pain of the body, isn't it? Suppose if somebody put the anesthesia to that part of the body, we don't experience anything because there's no communication from here to the brain. See, brain is a part of the mind. Okay. Mind is not the part of the brain. That's you need to understand clearly. So brain is a tool which is utilized by the mind. Okay. Anyway, so we'll try to understand more about that. So my dear friends, today we try to understand and Arised Vargas. Arised Vargas, part of that Kama. Kama means like what are the Arised Vargas? There are six. Hari means Ari. Ari means like it's a enemies. You can say Shatru. Okay. Ari means Shatru or enemy. Shat means six. Okay. Varga means it's like a group of this. It's like one samuha, one group, one category. Like that. So Ari Shat Varga. So there are six. One, the group of six is there. The group of six enemies, you can say. So these are six, the inner enemies, you can say, like in your own mind, or you can say for your soul evolution. For soul evolution also, they are the enemies, your own inner enemies, not outside. So these are all generated within you, and these are inner enemies of your own soul evolution. You can say the mind, the mind inner enemies, you can say. So these are six in number. Okay. So this is a Sanskrit word, Arishad Varga, Sanskrit word. Okay. So in Sanskrit itself, what they say is Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya. Okay. So you can write in English, Kama, that means desire, Krodha, anger. Okay. Lobha, greediness, Moha, attachment, Mada, pride, okay, arrogance, and Matsarya, jealousy. Just write down. You can understand later one by one. Okay. So these are six in numbers, right? So now let's understand where are these Arised Vargas are generated. First thing. So when we try to understand this, then you can get what is the source for this. First of all, see for all of us, one thing is we can understand that there is a mind or manassu. We call it as a manassu in Sanskrit. Mind. Okay. We all have the mind. No? So the mind means especially we can understand very clearly. So here we say that a human being consisting of four things. One is the physical body. Second thing is mind. Third one is buddhi, intellect. Fourth one is soul. Isn't it? So like that. Here, so this word itself, mind, the mind. So there is of course a different. The brain and mind both are different. Try to understand. The mind is not brain. Okay, the brain is part of the system, the physical system, and the mind is where is the mind? Mind is everywhere. So mind is part of your consciousness. Okay, it's nothing but part of your consciousness. Without consciousness, mind will not be operated. For example, a person who is died, is there a mind? No. Why it's not there? Because there is no consciousness there. Living consciousness is not there. Chaitanya is not there. Chaitanya is already lost. That means soul. Soul entity is already lost. When there is no soul, that is called, we say, right? I, right? I means what? That's your soul. That is you. That is exactly what you are. So that Chaitanya, that consciousness, that I, as long as that is there, this mind operates. So wherever there is a mind, you need to understand there is exactly the presence of I, without which you can't identify anything at all. That is why. So this is operated by, definitely this is operated by our own so-called Chaitanya or consciousness. For example, I'm seeing all of you. I'm listening from you, everything. I'm seeing means who is seeing here? Like you think that your eyes are seeing. No, it is not correct. Your mind is seeing through the eyes. You are hearing something, right? These are all panchendriyas, pancha gnanendriyas. So all these pancha gnanendriyas, they are operated by your mind. Okay. As such, these pancha gnanendriyas they are just like a dumb in quality. That means there's nothing, no intelligence, as long as this mind is not there. So the mind operates every panchendriya. You are speaking it, like when, for example, you are smelling it, isn't it? See, this especially eyes, that's called the drishti, vision, right? And ears, shabda, isn't it? And especially the inside tongue, we have taste, right? Which is pertaining to that. All that is perceived through the mind. So the particular this particular whatever you are tasting, hearing, all this, whatever, they're all the different rupas. Okay. For example, the skin is there, sparsha, touch, is also perceived by your mind. Okay. It is in between whatever this organ is there, panchendra is there. It's just a tool which is utilized by your mind. Even when your mind is zero, yes, nothing. You will not know anything at all. You can't understand anything, isn't it? So what will happen is there are nadis, isn't it? Is a central nervous system. There are indriyas. Okay, these two will communicate to your brain. Okay, in the brain, the analysis will happen. Then that is communicated to the mind. That's how this whole system will work. Understand? So ultimately, your mind is the boss. Mind is the boss for whom? All these dashendriyas. Dashendriyas. That means, so 10 indriyas, 5 panchendriyas, gnanendriyas, 5 karmendriyas also. Like your legs and hands, right? Your mouth, and then your the excretion system, isn't it? All this. So the other karmendriyas and gnanendriyas, for all these things, who is the boss? Your mind is the boss. When the mind will be operated, when you are there, when your I, that is when your chaitanya is there, as long as it is there, it will work. Otherwise, it is going to be disappeared. The moment it leaves, the mind will be evaporated. Something like, it is ceased to be existing. That's the kind of thing we need to understand, my dear friends. So that is why. So what will happen is all the time we need to remember only one thing. So when you're using your mind, what you need to do is these indriyas, whatever you like to see, whatever you like to hear, should not do all that. That means over uses of these indriyas is also wrong. What happens is the something called the over usage. The over usage of indriyas leads to a lot of disturbance in the mind. Understand? So most of the times, what happens is especially in mind is nothing but like information collected through all these the indriyas that goes on store, and that will be analyzed, and then you will come to know. It's like this. When this is happening, more and more happening, more and more input will go to the mind. Then it goes to turbulent condition. Here we need to understand one thing, right? So as much as so much more information you are processing through indriyas, right? Many people do this. Many people do like that. Then what will happen? You are wasting your energy. Okay. So the whatever processing happens, even the mind, pursuing so many things through indriyas, in order to process it, it consumes a lot of energy. Your own energy it will consume. So that means your prana shakti getting wasted like anything. We need to understand one very, very important thing. One is energy, second thing is money. Both are equal. Equally to be careful. Right? Money you can't spend more. Energy also you should not spend more. Okay. So here is one thing. The money is visible thing. Energy is non-visible, but so powerful. You must not waste it. You must not use it more. Okay. Do not consume more and more energy. Like do not consume more and more money. Isn't it? So that's how we need to operate it. And other thing is, so even so the indriyas, all these indriyas must be properly controlled. Understand? So here, what happens is all these arrested vargas are part of your mind. Understand? Arrested vargas are generated and they are posted, and they are promoted. Everything done by your only mind, your own mind. Understand? All these Arishad Vargas, whatever we are learning today, we will only learn about karma, not all the things, not possible, because it's a very vast subject actually as such. Okay, so we'll not have much time, maybe another 20 minutes. Okay, so here, so that's the reason. Ramana Maharshi says one thing. Ramana Maharshi, what he says is, see, the mind is collection of so many thoughts, right? So and there's so many feelings, so many you can say feelings and experiences and thoughts and many things. It's all combination of everything, isn't it? So, but what happens is, if anything you are seeing and hearing and all these things, right? It all happens because of the presence of your own I. I is a, that's he says that, so that's like a fundamental source, or he says that mooladhara, that means moola karana, that means like that is the the important source of source of your own mind. So otherwise, without the presence of that, you won't make any difference. Your mind can't do anything at all, isn't it? So, for example, I am seeing, I am walking, I am eating, I am talking, right? You just observe all these things. You just observe all these things. If you separate I and talking, all this, walking, all this, right? Here, without I, you can't do anything here, right? All these things, whatever you are doing, day-to-day activities, talking, walking, eating, sleeping, everything, without this I, right? You can't, there is no meaning to it, and you can't do anything at all. That means such is the importance of this I. So that is why here what happens is, see, for example, if I see one particular thing, one particular picture, otherwise anything, that picture will be seen within me. That is drishya. It's called drishya. Drishya, whatever I am seeing inside of me, inside my mind, right? So the particular any particular thing I can see inside my mind. But who is seeing it? Who is seeing it? In your mind, you are seeing something. Who is seeing it? You are seeing. That means your I. That is your soul. So without which there is no drishya. Drishya, nothing will be there. Everything will disappear like anything, isn't it? That is why. So very important is the mind will be present when there is a presence of your own soul consciousness. This we need to understand, make it clear. Okay, so like that, my dear friends, here this arishad vargas, especially arishad vargas, these arishad vargas, if they are more in quantity, that means they like exorbitant. If the arishad vargas are exorbitant, you are called as rakshasa. The arishad vargas in the control, in the required manner, you are called manava. If these arishad vargas are well controlled, or you win over them, you are called daiva, swarupa. So these three terms are very important. Okay, if they are exorbitant, all these arishad vargas are exorbitant in the nature, abnormal, you can say abnormal. Once arishad vargas becomes abnormal, you will definitely tend to be a rakshasa, a demon kind of qualities, we call it as. If they are exactly required to be, whatever needed to be, like if it is needed quantity, if you are able to balance them, you are called manava. For human being, of course, we need to balance them. You can't make it zero, neither you make zero, nor it can be high. High in the quantity, you are rakshasa. Balance in the quantity, balancing the arishad vargas, you are called as manava. And winning over them, you are called as a daiva swarupa. This we need to understand, my dear friends. So now this as arishad vargas, as we understand that for all these things, what is the source? Source is very simple. your own mind, your own mind, the part of your mind, there are a lot of feelings, experiences, and all these things. These are all the things put together are going to be generating all these reset workers. Nothing else. So it means mind is so important that if you are able to, control the mind, if you are able to control the mind, keep it in the balanced condition, then the reset workers you can very much control. Okay, you can bring all these reset workers into very much balanced condition. Now, part of this reset workers, if you try to understand, one thing we try to understand is first one is kama. Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya. Here, the first reset varga is called Kama. In Sanskrit, it is Kama, right? Then in English, we call it as a desires. Most of the people misunderstood that Kama means like sexual desires. It is not that. All the desires are also called Kama. Kama, Krodha. Kama. The Kama is first one. So try to understand. It's not like sexual desires is nothing but a kama. All the desires, any desires, whatever it may be, is called kama. So these kama means like desires. All these desires are generated out of your astral body, right? So all this so-called the emotions, feelings, all these things, from where and all they are generated. They generated from your kama sedira. It's called astral body. Understand? So they are generated from that. So that we need to understand. So that means, so it is generated within the so-called this one. And how come this, these are generated from astral body? So for which are all the responsible things? Again, for generating these desires also, your panchendriyas are very, very important. If you keep them in the under balanced condition, controlled conditions, right? What need to be seen, we should see whatever required. We should hear whatever needed, right? And we should eat how much ever required. You can't eat more, you can't eat less. Everything should be in a balanced condition. If you keep them in a balanced condition, your desires also will be limited. That is why, so the source for all these, so-called emotions and desires and all these things, again, panchendriyas is very, very important. So these are very important. So that they are causing this particular all these different desires that we have to understand. So other thing is, so this all this as I told you, like perception from eyes and nose and the ears, everything will be done by your mind. Then it will understand what exactly it is. Okay. So other thing is this desires are continuous. You try to understand the desires are continuous right from your born, isn't it? Right from your born till the death, the desires will never stop, isn't it? It's a continuous one after the other. It keeps coming at different stage of your different stage of your growth of the body. You get different desires. Part of your life, you will be generating different desires, but never stop. Cannot be stopped at all. And also, as I told you, the desires are generated in the mind, number one. So for which your panchendriyas are very, very important. They are causing this kind of the different desire they are causing. That is also one of the things we understood. And also, the desires are also basing on your guna. It's called your so-called sattva guna, rajo guna, tamo guna. Okay. So this sattva, rajo, tamo guna is again a purva janma samskara. Your earlier birth, earlier life, what all the vasanas, what all the samskara you have got it. What is the kind of quality you achieved in the previous life? You are already a sattvic person. That means Suddha sattvic. That means you are the person you are, in your, especially in your evolution, right? So many lives you have been going through. Then suppose in case you are living somewhere in Anahata and Visuddha, that means you are reached to the level where, you belong to the so-called the Sattvika Guna, Sudha Sattvika, Sattvika Guna especially. That is where only Shanti, that means peace. You always wish for the peace of mind, love, affection, all these things. If you belong to that kind of person, right, then especially your desires also, all these desires, whatever we were talking about, right, your desires are also basing on your guna. That's what I'm telling. Sattva guna, for example, as I told you, you always wish for the peace, love, affection. So that kind of desires only will be there. And you wish for everybody happy, right? You love everybody, you share the happiness, right? So likewise. But if at all you belong to the Rajoguna, then what happened here? You are always having aggressive nature, right? Rajoguna. So like in the Rajoguna, especially the desires will be, aggressively going. There won't be control at all. Like one after the one after the. You want to become that, you want to become that, you want to become this. Not one or two. It keep going actually. It's endless. If you are in Tamoguna, for example, in your past life, if you belong to Tamoguna, the same Vasana will be here in this life also. Okay? But you must consciously work and change them. There is always possibility. Tamoguna means what it indicates, like a laziness. You don't have any activeness at all. There's no activeness. You're always lazy. So that kind of things, So these things are our own vasanas, the previous life, vasana, you can say vasana. So that means we call it as like, all the stigmas, right? Which are all part of our soul evolution. So this is what we need to understand. So friends, the desires are generated out of your guna. That's what I'm trying to clarify here. All your desires what is generated now, part of your life, they are also caused because of your own guna, which guna you belongs to. Trying to understand this. So that is why, so what we need to do is, in the life, these desires which are continuous, right? So something like this. For example, a infant who is in the mother's womb, right? So what it is desire? It want to come out as soon as possible. That's what the desire of the garbhastha sishu, that is the infant within there, right? So the same time, for example, somebody who is almost at the verge of death, what he wanted, he want to stay some more time. He want to live here some more time. He doesn't want to die. That's what it is, right? And somebody who is in the difficulties, some kind of crisis, what is his desire? You want to come out of it. Understand? So like this, every stage, everywhere, there is always desires. The desires are endless. Understand? It will keep going. It will keep going, and especially, so this everybody, for example, on this earth planet, we observe all the people almost, they lead the life, the endless desires, and then they die also with a like asampurna, that means incompleteness of their own desires. They leave the physical body with the incompleteness of their own desires, and then they pass away. That's how it is happening, especially so on this earth planet. Okay, so because of they are not able to put the full stop for the desires, right? So that is why all this Mahapurusha, that means yogis and all, they can control very well their desires. How much ever they wanted to speak, that much only they speak. How much ever they want to utilize their senses, they use that much only. They never overuse the senses, your panchendriyas, karmendriyas, whatever it may be. They never overuse. If you exercise more, if you use more and more, then your desires will be more and more. That's what we need to understand. That is why what we need to do is go into the meditation, so that your panchendriyas are kept shut down. Your panchendriyas, karmendriyas, everything is shut down. That is where you gain more energy, fact. And then also you gain more control over the senses. Understand? And then your mind become quiet and tranquil and peaceful. So that's how we can bring all this, the senses under control, and your mind under your control, and mind will not overthink. Understand? It will not over consume the energy, and also it doesn't, it doesn't go on, makes lot of desires, because you are, especially the all the panchendriyas, karmendriyas are, they are kept set down. Then where the question of getting inputs are, getting arising of so many wants and so many desires, when the panchendriyas and karmendriyas are, they are kept set down. That's how we need to, go into the meditation, bring the control of your mind, right? So that the kama means this, especially desires, also well controlled. You can achieve through meditation. There is no other way. That much also we can clarify it, isn't it? So that's how it is, my dear friends. Now, so these desires also, as I told you, at every stage of your life, right? What are the stages of life we have on the earth planet? The first one is we are Shaishava Sthiti. Second, Balya Sthiti. Third, Kaumara Sthiti. Fourth one is Yavana Sthiti. Fifth one is Vruddhapya Sthiti. So these are the stages of our own life, one life cycle on the earth planet for a human being. In every stage, the desires keep changing. The desires are not same. Understand? So you can observe, you know very well, right? We're all leading life. We definitely, in our own house, different persons are in different stages of their own the life cycle. So in that case, what will happen? Every stage of life will have different desires. That's why we divide these desires into different categories. Number one, what we divide is the desires with respect to the age. I told you right now. So in the life cycle, there are the 5 stages of a human being. Okay. So this is called the desires with respect to age. The desire with respect to money. The desire with respect to food. Okay. So there are 3 categories of desires what we generally divide. So in the desires with respect to age, I told you there are 5 stages in every life cycle. Let's understand one thing is, let's say the Shaishava Sthiti. That means infant state. So when the physical body is in infant state, it is within 1 year time. What is their maximum? Like, whenever you cry, you have to give some, milk or otherwise some food. And you want to take rest. Yes, you will take rest. Right? And again, if he has got any thirst or if he got any hunger, he will again cry. So this will be going on, keep going on. That much is only the desire. It's not more than that, isn't it? So what will happen is, suppose if at all you get some kind of a hunger, or if he's not taken care, you will shout like anything, isn't it? You will shout. You don't bother who is there, who is not there, who will feel or what will feel, because mind is zero. Mind is zero there that time. Exactly. There is no mind at all. Mind is zero. That's why you don't worry. He'll keep shouting like anything, even the roof of your house also will go away. Such a kind of a crying will happen from the infant, because he's hungry. You are not taking care of it, isn't it? So only thing is, our the parents, especially mother, has to notice, has to take care of him. There is no other way at all. This is the state of infant. That's all. So-called Shaishava Sthiti. What is Balya Sthiti? Balya Sthiti happens, Balya Sthiti, we say that generally 1 year to 5 years time. So in this 1 year to 5 year times, if you observe it, right? So what will happen is, here the mind starts working, but at the lowest condition. In the lowest state, it will be there. It's like here, what happens is, whatever they see, they like it. Whatever they see, they like, they wanted it at any cost. They don't bother whether you get it or not, whether you have money to buy, whether you don't have money to buy, money not to buy, or you can buy. They don't bother. They have seen it, they liked it, they wanted it. That's all. Otherwise, they cry, or they like otherwise. So something like they create a lot of noise, isn't it? Like that they do here. So we need to understand here is, so this particular thing in this particular age, right? If you give chocolate, if you give biscuit, if you give some play items, they keep playing it. They're happy. They don't expect more, much more they won't expect, isn't it? So like this it happens. And but what happened is nowadays mothers made a practice that they are giving these tabs, small computers, like tabs they are giving, and they are making them habituated that by going to the tabs, by playing games and all, somehow they want to feed the food to baby. So this 1 to 5 years, that is very very bad. So now you make them to practice like that, isn't it? Slowly, what happens is, so their mind stops working. Understand? They never be creative. Their mind stops working, and then slowly, it will damage their nervous system in the brain. Because so here, what happened is, you should not give that kind of practice. In fact, that is a wrong practices which we are trying to do nowadays because of the this modern age. So this is something like, it becomes like a one vasana. Vasana means bad habit. That we must not do it. This we need to remember, especially in the with respect to kids. We need to do this. Other thing is, in this stage, balya sthiti, what happens is, so our parents are, like they are trying to put them in the schools right from the third year itself. You see, now this is also another problem, especially in the older days. After 5 years, education starts from 5 years. That is Vidyabhyasa, Aksharabhyasa. We start from 5 years onwards. But as we start from 3 years, by the time they grow, like, their mind is already disturbed. Their mind especially got overstressed. We must not do that. There is no hurry. I think in USA, will they admit before 5 years for the school? Uh,
No, sir.
Deepika?
Till 5 years, they are not supposed to go to school.
Yes, correct. This is what I would like to bring out the issue. So that
Yeah,
means
I went in when I was 3 years old to school.
yeah. So now, I mean, in here in India, like we happen to do this. We were habituated to do. So right from 3 years, we start taking them to the school and all. So this so-called play school, this school, all this skill, all these things we are doing. In fact, that's all not required. Okay. So it's all not required. Everything you can make them to learn some things and all in the house itself. Mother can teach whatever you wanted at that tender age. Don't overstress them. No need to overstress them. That is very very important. Okay. So, and especially parents, they must read good books, and how to grow the children after 5 years. All these things. So that parents must educate themselves first. That's very very important. So that is why. So this is happening. Here, this much if you take care, it's okay. It's good enough with respect to their desires. If you come to the Kaumana Sthiti, what is Kaumana Sthiti? Kaumana Sthiti is between the age of 6 to 15. 6 to 15 years. That's the Kaumara. Kaumara means what happened? So it's like you can say teenage or something like that. You can say that, isn't it? So especially here, what happened? They start getting their mind operated more and more. The mind gets operated more and more. They get identified, I am male and female, number one, right? So within this particular duration, so like especially what happened, like they say, I like this, I want to do this, I want to become this. So like that, many things will come into picture. And especially in this particular age only, right? So it's a very good duration where you will be molded, right? He or she will be molded in a proper way. Whatever they want to learn, so it's a wonderful time to learn everything, whatever they wanted. But at the same time, their mind will be keep wandering. That's also very very like we notice. If they see hero, they want to become hero. If they see let's say cricketer, they want to become a cricketer. If they see some other celebrity, they want to become that. They don't know what to become, why to become, but their mind is so much wandering. They'll easily get attracted to many things at this tender age, at this particular age. That's what we need to understand. So here, at the same time, is they will have a lot of competitiveness within them, isn't it? All this will happen. So that is why. So here they won't understand whether they have qualification to get to become a cricketer, whether they have situations to become cricketer. They won't understand all these things. Somehow they want to become. That kind of things will be going on at this age. Okay, so that is why some of the people, of course, if some of the male or female within this age, if they are very persistent, they want to become that. If they try it with the proper way, with the proper discipline, of course they become, no doubt. That's also possible. But many of the people within this, many of the children within this age duration, so they'll be just keep wandering. Their mind will be keep wandering, so not stable. So that is why. So as this age people, this age children, what happens is they are so like a wandering state. That means they'll not be able to sit at one place at all. You can observe. They'll be keep wandering from here, there, here, all this, right? So that's also there. So if at all they don't achieve something, what they wish for, isn't it? They get angry. Very easily they get angry. That's also there at this age. You can observe. Whatever they wanted, it has to be achieved. If not, they'll become, all these desires or whatever their wishes and desires not fulfilled, they get angry so much. Right? It's also we observe generally, isn't it? So that is why what will happen is, so here our parents have to take more and more care. Parents have to take more and more care, so that what will happen is we need to identify them, coach them, foster them. So carefully we have to bring up them. Okay. So otherwise what happens? So they get disturbed more, their life will be damaged. That's very important. Okay. So that is why. So here we need to be so much care and observation required from the parents at this age. This is very, very, very important age, right? Very, very important age. So parents attention, parents care is very much required on at this age for the children, especially. Understand? Because even in them, the kind of the sexual desires, all these things, they get generated, because that is the age they are getting matured. In fact, right, they are entering into the so-called the next level is they are going into the yavana sthiti. That means they become young mans or young women. Next stage goes to that is the stage. Here we call, as per the Vedas, when we divide, this age starts from 16 to it goes till 55. 16 to 55, we call it as a yavana sthiti completely. After 55, you call it as a vruddhapya sthiti. That means the old age, the vruddhapya sthiti. So here at this age, what happens is, so as you know, it's a very, very important turning point in their life. Whatever they want to become, isn't it? So here is the state. So especially with respect to physical body, lot of changes will come, right? With respect to physical body, lot of changes will come right from top to bottom, right from air till the bottom. Whatever the organs, everything will be grown. Everything will be they undergo a lot of changes, isn't it? And always they try to, even boys or girls, right? They try to give more importance for the so-called alankarana, the beauty. That all will start at this age only, isn't it? It will happen all that. At the same time, so these chattings and datings and all these things, so many things go on, especially both male and female. This all will happen at this age only. So especially this will happen. And also what will happen is this the at this age especially, the people, like they want to become anchor, like a doctor, engineer, like a political leader. So everything, all these things are very much possible in this age only. If they start practicing, they'll become, definitely. They want to become engineer, they'll become engineer. They want to become doctor, they will become doctor. So like this will be achieved at this age only. So that is why, so what we need to do at this age, whatever they do, if they take care properly, if they plan it well at this age, in the entire other life, complete other life, that is after Vruddhapya, right? After Vruddhapya also, they'll be peaceful. If they do any wrong or mistakes at this age, they'll be damaged. The rest of the life they'll be suffering. That is why this particular age, what we say is, whatever they need to do, whatever they have to do, if they do it, whatever they need to get, they'll obtain it definitely. So that's how they have to work. Whatever supposed to be whatever is supposed to be done, they must do. Then whatever they are eligible and whatever they need to get, they'll get it. They'll obtain it, obviously. That is why at this age they have to be very, very careful. Okay. So other thing is, here, my dear friends, this especially this at this age, the sex desires also keep increasing. That's also very, very important, right? Here, what happens is, maybe, so this is one thing is, of course, the sex is the cause for the reproduction. Everything we know, the srishti also goes with that. Without that, there is no srishti, there is no reproduction at all. We are all born because of that, right? So we have to agree for that. So, but what happens is, there is no education, such education given to them at this age anywhere. Throughout the college, school is gone anyway. So right from 16 years also, when you go to the college, right? So from the even the secondary, like, it's a so-called, you can say, PUC. From that point of view also, from college days also, there is no education like that given anywhere. But it must be given, right? It must be given. And even teachers, like parents and all this, they must be keep talking openly. They must be keep talking openly and resolve their issues, right? All this, for example, so something like, intelligence, sexual intelligence, that must not be done. They must understand properly this, right? What are the drawbacks of sexual intelligence? If they undergo that, then what kind of life they will lead afterwards? So everything we must explain them properly and make sure that, okay, make sure that, so they understand, get that wisdom, and then their life will be architected properly. Otherwise, it will be a problem. At this age, very, very important. We need to understand that. Okay. The proper awareness has to be created. That's what I'm trying to say this. Okay. So other thing is, whatever, like, parents, especially parents, right? Parents has to explain this, and they have to take a lot of care on this, right? Especially with respect to this, all sexual education, everything has to be given. And other thing is, see, this all these desires, so they'll be generated, and also they'll be willing to exercise that also. For example, at this age, getting one sexual desire is not a abnormal, it's a normal, isn't it? Because the body is growing, that kind of enzymes are generated as the growth, as the age is increasing. So especially they enter into the age where these hormones are naturally generated, isn't it? So that is why these are not wrong. At the same time, even once it is satisfied also, again that, always they wish for doing it again. It's like you eat the food, isn't it? So now it is digested. After that, again you wish to eat again, isn't it? Similarly, in the physical body, these are natural phenomena where again and again they get these kind of desires and they want to fulfill. Once it's fulfilled, again they want to fulfill it. But one thing is very important. At this age, we should coach them. At this age, right? So you must not do that. If you undergo that kind of situation, okay, your life will be spoiled, isn't it? And also we can't make them to marry also, isn't it? Because the reason is that age is not sufficient for them. They are not settled, isn't it? They are not settled in the life and all. So we must give all this coaching. Slowly they will try to understand that. They'll try to understand that. Okay. So if we give proper education, proper support to them, right, then they will slowly come out of this. Otherwise, that will be problematic. Definitely, it will become a problematic. So we must give the proper education to the children, especially on the sexual education. It's also highly important, my dear friends. Okay. Now, I think it's now 9:54. We may continue later. Okay. Now we can do meditation again. Otherwise, I'll be eating your meditation time also. Isn't it? Correct?
No,
Okay.
actually, you are giving very valuable information, and we also kept listening. Yeah, but we have limited time where we have to go to meditation. Yes, sir. Thank you so much for the information. Pallavi
Right.
ma'am will continue.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for the wisdom, sir. Like we have to that Arishad Vargas Kama about the desires. Wonderfully, you taught us like each stage of life, how we have to control the kids and all. So I have two kids, so I could correlate with it. So thanks for the so much of knowledge, sir.
Right.
And yeah, if anyone have any doubts, just in 2 minutes we can have doubts.
Yeah. Then after that, 15-20 minutes, you can do meditation.
Yeah.
But so you must not forget doing meditation more and more in the house, especially, my dear friends. So this 15 minutes, 20 minutes meditation is not sufficient. I'm telling you again and again. So Manisha madam, so increase your meditation time. Like all other masters also, I request all of you, do more meditation. Don't do this 15, 20 to 20 minutes meditation, not at all sufficient. It is of no use. Okay. Minimum to minimum 1 hour, 2 hours. Okay. Brahma Muhurta, that meditation is very powerful. If possible, every one of you attempt to do that. That is between say especially 3:30 onwards till 5:30. That is a wonderful time, early morning. If not, before going to sleep, with a light food, if you take about 7-8 o'clock, then you can do wonderful meditation from 10 onwards, 10 to 11, 11:30, 1.5 hour. This is
Yeah, after our
uh,
meditation also, they can continue with the meditation pose,
right.
and we can close the session. They can continue with the meditation. They can
Yeah,
do how much time ever they want.
correct.
Yeah,
But
Hema ma'am has got doubt.
if they want to really see the changes, I request everyone to undertake to do more and more meditation, not like 10, 15, 20 minutes. No, that's not going to bring any changes. Yes. Yeah. Eva Karan?
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Good evening. Yeah.
Actually, just I have a doubt, not about the main point, but you have mentioned two things like samskara and vasana.
Both are same.
Both the same?
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Just I want to know. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
But actually, what I have heard that something is accumulated from the previous birth, and one is something like that, or no? What's same?
Yeah, no, it will be there. It's accumulated from previous many births also, and in every birth they'll undergo changes, not the same.
Oh,
Though you accumulate from last birth to this birth, but in this lifetime also again they get change because of your own experience on this planet Earth.
okay.
Okay,
But both are called same, vasana and samskara, same
both
thing.
are same. Both are same. Yeah,
Okay, okay. Thank you.
right.
Yeah, we'll continue with the meditation, sir.
Yeah, start.
Yeah, I'll just yesterday one of the person was in a wrong position. So like Patriji sir says, like we have pancha karmendriyas and granendriyas. We are clasping it and we are doing the uniting it and we are doing the meditation. That's the pose we have to do it.
Correct.
Yeah. So masters, let's do the meditation. Please see the picture. If you are sitting on a floor, you can sit on a mat or something like that, so that the cold, it won't bother you. And if you want to sit on a chair, you can sit comfortably. Back should be erect. Your hands should be clasped. Close your eyes, and your legs also should be one on one like this. So just close your eyes. Be conscious with the meditation. We'll be doing Anapanasati meditation. Ana means taking in breath, Apana means out breath, and Sati means to observe the breath. So we just have to observe the breath, nothing else. No japa, no mantra, nothing. No kumbhaka, no rechaka, no puraka. Just simple meditation. Just observe the breath and we'll do the meditation. Yeah, if you want to continue after the class also, you can continue with the meditation masters. We'll close the session. You can continue how much time ever you want. We'll be doing 20 minutes meditation. Masters, last 1 minute. Last 10 seconds, Masters. Please come to the body consciousness. If you want to continue with the meditation, you can go ahead. Last 5 seconds, Masters. Please come to the body consciousness. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Please don't open your eyes. Keep your palms on your eyes for 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You can slowly open your eyes. The body consciousness. Have a smile on your face. You have done wonderful meditation. Yeah, thank you, Masters.
Right. Thank you so much. Thank you, friends. So today we have done wonderful satsang. After that, wonderful meditation. Thank you, Sri Pallai madam. So you have done, you have conducted very well. And yes, I think so all of you doing very nicely this session in English. All the great speakers and all the masters are coming, and especially Pallai madam and Deepika madam and I think Neeru madam and Sindhura madam. All you're all doing wonderful sessions here, and I think this must be go on increasing. Topics and various speakers you must attract, and you must conduct so many sessions in future also. Every session like month on month we should really introduce the great topics, right? All the spiritual topics. You must be even along with these masters, some more masters have to come forward, okay, so that everyone can teach, everyone can really do some seva, right? All that will be possible. So let us use it, right? When this opportunity, generally what happen now, when there is something like in English, I don't know, Telugu we say, దీపము వెలుగుతుండగానే మనం సర్దుకోవాలన్నట్టుగా. Okay, so అలాగా it means whenever there is a possibility, we must opportunity, we must use it. It's the opportunity we got it in this life. We must use it. Then it may not come again, if we lose it now. Okay, let's not lose, let's not miss it. Right. Thank you so much. Dhanyavad.
Yeah, thank you so much, Masters. Don't miss tomorrow's class. Tomorrow we'll be having holistic wellness program. We'll be having topics regarding mudras and all, about sleep. So it's all interconnected. We have learned about manifestation, gratitude, meditation we are doing every day, and sleep also aids your meditation. So we'll learn about it tomorrow. Don't miss the class tomorrow. Thank you, Masters.